Hello, everyone, and welcome to a Let's Talk About the English Thoroughbred, the next new breed that is coming out on the 17th, I want to say. I don't know if I'm actually correct on that, so hang on. Let me look on my calendar here. I'm pretty sure it is the 17th. I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong. It is. Yep, the 17th. So this breed, it has been quite controversial, and before we get into the video, before we even start talking about them, I did want to mention this. Someone commented if the trailer was the final product or are they still doing improvements, and Star Stable wrote back and said, hey, based on player feedback, we are making some adjustments to the English Thoroughbred before they are released. These won't be major changes, but enough to make the horse feel more finished. So this is why I've said this for years. I don't know why people don't get this or get this through their head. But I've said this for years. Don't put all your faith into a teaser edit or a trailer or people who actually go into the files and spoil it. Not that I have anything against spoilers, but I don't post spoilers on my YouTube or my Instagram for a very, very good reason. Because the product probably isn't finished yet, especially when they release a trailer 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks before it's coming out. Because sometimes they will go back, they will make improvements, and all around, it's going to look much different than what you see in a picture, a video, or anything else other than that. You need to actually go into the game itself and look at it that way. Because once you see it in person, I promise you, it looks a lot different. Again, I have a trained eye for this. I took animation classes and I took game design classes, so I know this because I've actually done this. And every single time it looks much better in the game than it does in a teaser photo or a teaser trailer or the spoilers that people put out. Again, I have nothing against spoilers, and the people who do spoil them, I wish they wouldn't, because it can create a lot of controversy within the community. But I get it. I understand everyone wants to see everything before it's released and get ahead on everything. But it is better to wait until it's in game. And I don't really trust anything that Star Stable doesn't actually confirm. And that's just my opinion. But let's get back to this. Now, keep in mind, as I said before, and as I just showed you, they're not going to look like this when they come out in game. They're not. But we are still going to review it. I'm going to play through it once, and then we are going to talk about it. Okay, so we are going to start out on the South of Peninsula with 4 colors of the English Thoroughbred running. We have a lighter bay with a star. We have an adorable honey chestnut star and a snip. And we have a black with just a snip. I really do like these colors. I love that it's like a full jet black and not like a muted black or a sun bleach black. It's just a nice jet black looking horse. Love that they went this way with chestnut. I do like the more like honey type saturation of a chestnut, the lighter version to be exact. And I love this guy because he kind of reminds me a little bit both of American Pharaoh and Seabiscuit, even though Seabiscuit didn't have any white at all. But American Pharaoh did have that little star. Um, both really like these horses. Uh, so far, so good. I'm only going to really talk about just their coloring, only because, again, you guys, they're not going to look like this once they come out. But the gallop's very nice. The jump's very nice. So here we have the seal bay, which I was hoping for a seal bay. I would have preferred a little bit more white. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind solids, but I would have preferred to see just a little bit more white to give this horse kind of a certain pop. Um, but I don't mind a solid. But still pretty. Not gonna argue. Okay, go back there a second. Hang on. Okay, here we have the gray roan dapple, and I'm saying roan, as that's what they classify it as in thoroughbred terms. So it looks like they use the word roan as in once they're starting to shed out, and that's kind of what this horse looks like it's doing. It's starting to shed out and going to a full gray instead of whatever color it was beforehand. Because as or maybe you don't know. If you're educated on horses, you probably know this. No no foal is born gray. They are born black, chestnut, any other color but gray. And gray is kind of like dumping paint over the horse is technically kind of the term to put it, because they can't be born gray, they will shed out gray, and this is kind of what this looks like, and that's kind of what they classify it as in thoroughbred terms as roan, as before they come gray. That's why I'm using that term. So very nice jump, as I was expected. Now, I was very curious of whether or not they were going to do a dominant white, and I'm very glad they did, because I really love the old dominant white. I actually own all of the the original Generation 2 Thoroughbred model. And I was hoping for a dominant white or something a little bit more on the unique side, not really color-wise, but sometimes Thoroughbreds can have I forget the word for it. I think it's like Sabino. Sometimes they can actually end up brindled. The breed sometimes has these little quirks that happen. It's very, very rare. But dominant white is considered one of those rare colors, so I'm very glad that they went that route. There's the trot. Okay, hang on. Let's talk about this trot for a second. A lot of people have compared it to the Andalusian, and I can see where you might catch that, but again, I do want to state this because I've stated this before in previous videos, and for whatever reason, people don't seem to listen. You can't copy animations from horse to horse. If it was possible, you would see all Generation 2 horses with the same animations constantly. And they would have already been remade. We would have been past this a long, long time ago. But that's unfortunately not a possibility. They have to, and unfortunately, I hate to say this and no one's going to like me for saying this, the generation to make these animations has only so many frames, so they can only do so much with the animations until it becomes more advanced. Excuse me. So, and not only that, horses do have similar type gaits. So there's not really a whole you're not going to see every horse that's going to have different animations. You're just not going to see that gait-wise. I hate to tell you this, and I hate to bring people down this way, but I'd rather have it be information out in the airways as information. Just because I think it should be said, and it should just be known to the community that you're not going to get different animations always. Some animations are going to be similar to other horses. What actually caught my eye with this trotting animations, I think this is what they were trying to accomplish with the Tricanner back in, oh god, last year? Like, yeah, last year when they released the Tricanner horse. That's what I think they were trying to accomplish. It just didn't happen. And obviously the Tricanner, we all know, has gone through several animation changes over the past, god, since it's been released. And there's been, especially this year, it's gone through several animation changes and still happening, apparently, I'm told. I haven't ridden one of my Tricanners in a while. So, but I actually did for a photo shoot. So I can kind of see what people are talking about. Their animations keep changing to make it more appealing. So again, these type of animations can change, and they can go back and they can work on it, as you've seen with the fjords. Apparently, the Shankotique pony is supposed to get like a sneeze animation, so I'm told. Because there was a poll about that not too long ago. But I think this is what they were trying to accomplish with the Tricanner back when it was originally released. So let's head on into the video. Again, very sweet faces. I really like their faces. What I always go for with horse animations is the detail of their eyes. As like the saying goes, eyes are the windows to the soul, and I actually do believe that, even in animation. So I love how the gray has these like greenish hazel type eyes, and the brown has these nice, not too similar to the coat brown eyes. It's very nice. It's something I look for, and the ear details are very cute. Don't know if that'll change once they come out, but we will find out. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna try and pause this. Don't think I'll get it. Probably won't. Okay, here it is. So here's the black, and I love that the black has gold eyes. I'm a sucker for goldish brown eyes, and this is what this horse has. So this one's definitely a favorite of mine. He's very handsome. The only thing is the mane style is kind of weird. I kind of get what everyone's saying. It's a little weird. I mean, I get it. It's the straight cut English type, but I would have preferred something a little bit more natural, if I'm being honest. And I am. I would have preferred something a little bit more natural. I think I probably will end up doing braids for these horses. Longer mane for the mares that I will get. But definitely braids. I don't think I would keep this mane style. So let's keep going. Yeah. Okay, the trot. Hang on. Hang on a second, people. And the walk's very nice. The walk is just a nice. I would have preferred a little more just more motion in the walk, but I'm actually okay with this walk. I'm not like telling them, oh, they should have done it this way, they should have done it that way. But I prefer I don't mind it, but I would have preferred just a little bit more lift to the gait, to the walking gait, instead of just something what's the word? Scooched in, I guess is the word, and is the word I'll use. Okay. So this is what I wanted to get to. Yeah, I think this is what they were trying to accomplish with the Tricanner when it first came out. Because we remember how interesting is the right word to put it. The Tricanner's gait was. It's a very high, lifty sort of dressage type trot. English Thoroughbreds, if they're off track or they're bred for cross country, dressage, show jumping, whatever you might have. Alright, so I apologize, guys. I had to go do some stuff. So we're pretty much done talking about the trot. The canter is very nice. It's what I would expect from a thoroughbred canter. Just like not really racing type thoroughbred. I'm talking about more like show jumper, dressage, cross country. That's the type I'm looking at here. And the rear. Let's talk about the rear for a second. A lot of people have been comparing it to the Andalusian, and I agree, until this one certain point where the legs come out and they reach out. With the Andalusian, their front legs stay tucked in, which honestly, for the Andalusian, it's okay. And for the Napstraptor, fine. Those are barrel cab, whatever the term is used, the Roman style breed. Again, can't remember, don't know how to pronounce it, not even going to try to pronounce it at this point, because my brain is mush at the moment. But I prefer this because the legs come out and then they drop down. Like that. But eventually they do kind of come in again. So hang on, let's look at that again. One more time. Yes, it comes in again and then, but I prefer it going out instead of just staying tucked in. But that's pretty much it. There's really not a lot to talk more about. Except I know people have been comparing it to the Trek canter. But you guys, I have to show you similarities because look at all this, and then look at the English Thoroughbred. It's pretty darn similar. I hate to say it, but oh look, they're stable photos. But actually, it probably would be better if I just look up Thoroughbred instead of English. It's basically the same horse. It really is. Not basically the same horse, but they have similar body types. That's what I mean. But yeah, it's kind of what I was expecting. Coming from like the sporty type breed. But yeah, that's what I was pretty much expecting. However, like I said, these horses can have more of like a quarter horse appearance, stock horse appearance. It's really depending on what you're using this English Thoroughbred for. But again, they could go so many ways, and I like the way that they went with them body-wise. They look like a nice mix between like the off the track, just coming off the track Thoroughbred. That's kind of what I would compare it to. But again, I can't really give you guys a complete review or a complete opinion because this is not the final product. We are eventually going to see the final product on Wednesday. Wednesday will be the final product of this horse. But yeah, you guys, I pretty much don't have anything else to say. Just be kinder to each other, because especially right now, we're living in very strange times, to put it mildly. And you know, here's my common sense thought. Because some of the comments were really rude about these horses. I don't mind if you want to be creative with your criticism, but don't be rude about it. Don't be a jerk about it. Just be kinder to each other because you guys got to realize these are artists doing this. Not everyone can do this. I used to do this. And obviously, I don't have a career in this because it's so difficult and it is so mind numbing. So I have ridiculous amounts of respect for the artists who do take the time into these horses. And time was put into these horses, believe me. So yeah, just be kinder to each other. Especially because these days it's hard. And they're working remotely. too. You gotta put that in as well. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. As always, keep it positive. Happy trails, everyone. I will see you in the next video. Bye!